This is part 3 in our pool webinar series, 4 pool rate types. I talked about, at the very beginning, we said, okay, we would talk about the 4 types of pool rates or the pool rate types. So we have 4 types, right? Again, actual being the first one, actual rates. Actual rates are computed, right? So the statement of indirect expenses is an actual rate. The net result is actual. It's not target, it's not provisional, it's not even cost of money. It's just actual in the statement of indirects. That's computed with every dollar of cost that's posted into the system. It'll update a cost, a base, and the pools will get re-updated during that process. It's also used for revenue because you can run revenue at actual or at target. It's run for inventory burdening. So if you put a burden on the piece part of material in inventory, it can be used there, as well as project reporting. Project reporting is at actual or target. Okay, that lends us right into that target set of rates, right? And by the way, going back to that actual for a second, if you look towards the bottom there, down there, you'll see very specific, 33.789322, right? Very specific. Targets, right? You tend to see them, maybe there's a couple decimals, but they tend to be more rounded, maybe 1 or 2 decimal points, not as precise as an actual rate. Target rates are usually forecasted. So companies can look at, all of the costs that are coming in through the year, and they'll put the target rate. They may, during the middle of the year, they may update that target rate to a new value, depending on what they determine is the new forecasted value. So again, target is revenue, project reporting, inventory. Okay, that's where it's used. The next one is provisional. The provisional rate. Provisional rate is really limited to billings and IWOs. Now, you'll notice for actual targets, you did not see the word billing anywhere. Billing only uses the provisional. Also, on the provisional, you don't see project reporting. I think probably one of the questions that we get asked a lot is, hey, can I get a PSR of provisional rates? Simple answer is no, it doesn't exist within Costpoint. A more interesting answer is, but yes, it can be done from a Cognos solution. So again, that's possible to build it within Cognos to do that. It's something that we've done before, and if that's a need. We'll talk about cost of money, then I want to loop back on one other item. So cost of money, or FICM, or depending on what people call it, the values that are entered are generally speaking provided by the customer. So they'll tell you what you can get back, or the government. It's applied to revenue billing sort of as an additional fee. It is using the same base as the pool it's associated with, the same as the actual target provisional. Okay, so let's just go back here to the target and provisional, these two guys. I probably should have one that just combines the two. Now, as you could see in the example, we're running both 34% for target, 34% for provisional. They are separate. They don't need to be the same. They happen to be just out of convenience of the presentation, but we could have had provisional being 34.5 and target being 34. Any difference means revenue will be at target, billings will be at provisional. People that understand Costpoint understand the ramifications of what I just said, that the 2 rates are not the same between revenue and billing, means that there's going to be an unbilled receivable difference. So if you have a difference in target provisional rate, predictably, you're going to have an unbilled receivable difference that you're going to have to contend with throughout the life of that project. So at the bottom, let me just back off here a second. Rates can have ceilings and override values. That will be convenient if you do have a ceiling or an override that your project is requesting. However, it will impact reconciliation. The other thing is rates can be held at period and year to date. You'll see in every column on here, there's a period and a year to date. Generally speaking, I'm probably just guessing. It's probably something we probably should have thrown a poll out there, Colin, because it would have been interesting, how many people are year to date versus current. My guess is probably either 100% or something very close to 100% or year to date. Almost no company does current period. There may be 1 or 2, but I don't even know if I've seen it even in the last couple of years. It's probably been more than a decade since I've seen something like that. This is the end of part 3. Go ahead and give us a like and continue to follow us for more.